Good day everyone, and welcome to Confo Report. Over the past few days, there have been a series of court clashes in different parts of the country, and sadly, many lives have been lost. Today, we are going to talk about 3 of these recent incidents in simple, clear language so everyone can understand what is happening and why young people need to stay away from cultism. We'll be looking at the clash that happened in Ibusa in Delta State between the Vikings and the Black Axe, the ongoing conflict at Kwara State Polytechnic between the Buccaneers and the Airlords, and the clash that occurred in Ibeju-Lekki, Lagos State between the Black Axe and the Airlords. Let's start with what happened in Ibusa, Delta State. In that area, there was a serious clash between members of the Vikings and the Black Axe. A member of the Vikings was brutally attacked by some Black Axe members. The attack was very violent, and his head was almost split in two. This kind of brutal violence shows how dangerous these clashes can be. After this attack, the Vikings decided to retaliate. They went out looking for a Black Axe member to attack in revenge. In the process, they saw a man called Augustine and believed he was the person they were searching for. They attacked him and he was killed. However, it was later said that Augustine was not a Black Axe member at all. He was an innocent person who was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. According to what people are saying, the Vikings had actually seen the real Black Axe member they wanted to attack and fired shots at him. The Black Axe member managed to dodge the bullets and allegedly used Augustine as a shield to escape. Because of that, Augustine lost his life for something he knew nothing about. Right now, it is also being said that the Vikings group in Ibusa are facing internal crisis. That means there are problems and disagreements among their own members, which makes the situation in that area even more unstable and dangerous. Now let's move to Kwara State Polytechnic in Kwara State, where there is another serious issue going on between the Buccaneers and the Airlords. The tension between these two groups has been building for some time, and it recently led to another deadly attack. The Airlords launched a surprise and deadly attack on a Buccaneer known as Gucci around the school environment. Gucci is said to be a former student of Kwara State Polytechnic, so he was familiar with the area. The attack shocked many people because it happened suddenly and very violently. According to the Airlords, this attack was not random. They said it was revenge for an earlier attack on their leader, which happened months ago on July 6th. They claimed that the earlier attack on their leader was carried out by the Buccaneers. Even though their leader survived that previous attack, the anger and desire for revenge did not go away. So, when they saw Gucci, who they believed was involved or connected to that earlier attack, they went after him. Gucci was rushed to the hospital after the attack, and there were attempts to save his life, but sadly, he died from his injuries. This is another example of how one violent act leads to another, and innocent lives get wasted in the process. Finally, let's talk about the clash that happened in Ibeju-Lekki, Lagos State, between the Black Axe and the Airlords. In this area, there has also been serious fighting between these two groups. During this conflict, a Black Axe member known as Polibi was attacked and killed by some young men believed to be members of the Airlords. Here is a picture of Polibi on the screen. From what people are saying, Polibi was not directly involved in any fight at that particular moment. He was not in the middle of a battle or confrontation. However, because there was an ongoing problem between the Black Axe and the Airlords in that neighborhood, once his rivals saw him, they targeted him. He was attacked and taken down simply because of the group he belonged to. Reports also say that several other people have been injured in this clash in Ibeju. The atmosphere in that area is tense, and people are living in fear because they do not know when or where the next attack will happen. Ordinary people, who are not even members of any group, are always at risk of being caught in the crossfire. When we look at all these stories together, Ibusa in Delta State, Kwara State Polytechnic in Kwara State, and Ibeju in Lekki, Lagos, we see the same pattern. One attack leads to another attack, and then another. Young people lose their lives, families are thrown into pain, and communities are left in fear and confusion. Many of the people who die or get injured are not even directly involved in the main issue. Some are just mistaken for someone else, like Augustine, or attacked simply because of association or location, like Polibi. This is why we must keep repeating this message. Please, let us all say no to cultism and criminal activities. There is nothing to gain from it in the long run. It may look attractive at first, with promises of power, protection, or belonging, but in the end it only brings sorrow, prison, or early death. Let us say yes to peace, education, hard work, and a better future. If you are a young person watching this, remember, real strength is not in carrying weapons or belonging to a cult group. Real strength is in walking away from trouble, choosing peace, and building a life you and your family can be proud of. Cultism brings pain, loss, and regret. It is never worth it.